The other side is here. Here's everything you need to know. This past weekend, the crypto media company Yuga Labs hosted what was almost certainly the largest NFT launch in Ethereum blockchain history. They hosted a sale of virtual land in the other side, a forthcoming metaverse space. The company generated approximately $300 million in revenue by selling tokens tied to 55,000 distinct parcels of land for approximately $6,500 each. The NFTs were only priced in ApeCoin, Yuga Labs' official cryptocurrency, whose volatility makes a precise figure difficult to determine. The sale also served as an unofficial funding round for the company, which had previously raised $450 million in venture capital from blue-chip investors. Welcome to NFT Godly. In this channel, we help crypto enthusiasts, such as yourself, learn more about crypto so they can make better investment decisions without taking on too much risk. We do this through these videos, so be sure to subscribe and turn on bell notifications for future uploads. As a disclaimer, any information contained in this video does not constitute financial or investment advice. Before making any purchase decisions, please do your research and proper due diligence. And most importantly, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. With that being said, let us dive right in. Yuga Labs, for those who are unfamiliar, is the company behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the crypto ecosystem's single most valuable NFT collection. The firm didn't even have to say what it planned to do with the money when teasing the Otherside land sale. The fact that it was close to the Bored Apes was more than enough reason for investors to buy in. They bought in despite a string of system-breaking failures. Ethereum is a notoriously shaky network with a fee system designed to increase rewards for miners as the blockchain grows in popularity. Fees were high, as was activity. During Saturday night's Otherside sale, traders paid over $100 million in fees alone. Because all pending Ethereum transactions are queued up in one big list, what clogs a single NFT project can clog the entire network. At times on Saturday and early Sunday, even simple crypto transfers demanded several $1,000s in fees. As a result, Otherside comes preloaded with a class of landed elites. It was far easier for a Bored Ape owner to stake a claim in Yuga Labs' metaverse than for any other type of NFT whale. It was nearly impossible for traders without hundreds of thousands of dollars already invested in this space. A single Otherside NFT currently costs around $11,000 on the secondary market. If, as proponents of the metaverse like Mark Zuckerberg predict, the creator economy migrates into virtual online spaces like these, we'll all be working on ape-owned land, almost a riff on manorialism, the medieval economic system with apes as lords. Because the sale was held in ApeCoin, prospective investors had to stock up on the coin ahead of time, resulting in a literal pump and dump. The price of a single ape coin shot up to $26 ahead of the sale, then dropped nearly 50% once traders swapped their coins for NFTs. Yuga Labs proposed abandoning Ethereum entirely in response to the chaos. Yuga Labs has been trying for months to distance itself from ApeCoin and its primary governing body, the ApeCoin DAO, ostensibly for regulatory reasons. According to the thinking, if ApeCoin comes from Yuga Labs, it is a type of securities offering and should be regulated as such. However, if it comes from this amorphous, headless DAO, it should technically fall outside the purview of the SEC. Even if Yuga Labs cannot simply tell the ApeCoin DAO what to do, it is likely to get its way due to the enormous amount of voting power it wields over DAO proposals. On Twitter, conspiracy-minded NFT investors speculated that Yuga Labs may have intentionally brought down the blockchain in order to gain consent for a brand new network. The most visible example of a blockchain-backed, play-to-earn video game is Axie Infinity, which already operates on a dedicated chain called Ronin. To add new transactions to the blockchain, Ethereum uses a proof-of-work consensus mechanism, whereas Ronin uses a different mechanism known as delegated proof-of-stake. It is widely regarded as a more centralized system. Validators with the most staked crypto will always wield the most power over the network. To transfer cryptocurrency from mainstream blockchains to Ronin, a special program known as a bridge must be used, which is particularly vulnerable to exploits and hacks. Last month, Ronin saw approximately $625 million siphoned from its bridge in one of the largest crypto heists ever. The widespread lack of trust towards the bridges may affect the price of these assets as traders decide to maintain their tokens on more dependable networks. If there existed a specialized ape coin blockchain, the ape economy would be limited to a single network. This contains not just the original Bored Apes collection, but also spin-off collections like Mutant Apes, Bored Ape Kennel Club, as well as any other non-ape products held by Yuga Labs, such as CryptoPunks and Meebits. Yuga Labs will effectively lead the DAO even though it does not formally control the hypothetical ape coin blockchain. Why not simply start a private cloud server at that point? It's no wonder the Otherside debacle has traders so peeved. The rich get richer, supposedly decentralized systems continue to centralize, and the venture capital firms behind Yuga Labs are poised to expand their monopoly over the space even further. Stay tuned to NFT Godly as we give you more updates on this new development. As always, trust your gut and stay safe. Thanks for watching.